Okay, what's happening? This video, I'll probably just chit chat about if you're stuck. Are you out of ideas, mate? Man, is your brain fried like crazy because you did the best you could to kind of TikTok and Instagram, maybe post on Facebook, and I don't know, maybe you're even doing wacky videos on the mighty YouTube like I seem to do every day. If you're stuck, one of the things that might get you unstuck are obviously leads, okay? Where do these leads come from? Are they just from a list that's shared all over the planet? Usually, in my opinion, there's targeted leads, and I like to make them myself. That's how I like them. I like to make my own sandwich. I like to make my own cereal. I like to make my own bed. If I had maid service in a hotel, that's kind of cool. But at home, I'll make my own bed. No one needs to touch my sheets. I have Winnie the Pooh and Spider-Man sheets. And I'm just kidding. They're actually Dukes of Hazzard, one of my favorite shows. That's why I'm wearing an orange tank top to match the General Lee car. Thank you. Okay, I guess the point of this video is if you're in LiveGood and you're in my downline, or if you're thinking about joining, me to fight the forces of evil, as they say, this thing called LiveGood, because we want everybody to live good, don't we? That'd be kind of cool. Maybe what I can do is work something out where I can give everybody maybe 1 or maybe 200 leads within reason. I mean, if I start getting thousands of people in my downline, that's going to be tough. But at this point, I think I can supply leads to many people, and at least maybe 1 to 200. And what you're going to do is you're just going to simply get their Facebook information. You're going to get their email information. Okay? Because I think those two are by far the biggest and the baddest and the awesomest. I only deal with Gmail at this point. Right now, maybe a couple Hotmail, maybe an AOL. I don't even know if Netscape, and I don't even know the other email sources out there. There's probably some massively badass ones in other countries. But there's so many leads right now that are just Gmail based. That's kind of what I encourage almost anyone who's going to go ahead and try to get some really good, maybe AI or leads. Just go after Gmail at this point. If you go after a business one, it's just going to get rejected. And besides going to someone's business account, it's just kind of tacky. So I guess, I've been thinking about this the next day or two, and this still is with you, Angela, if you're watching this. I'm still contemplating how many leads to give each person. And I don't want to just throw them away. But I'm able to generate enough leads where I can probably give each person, let's just say 1 to 200, and it'll give you something to do. And when you see how easy it is to do that, I think you're just going to get addicted to get up in the morning, put on livegood.com, put on YouTube maybe, put on something that's motivational. It could even be something free. There's so much advice and so much training on YouTube. It's overwhelming. At this point, I don't even know if you can buy courses all you want. I just don't know how effective they are because there's so much free. You can only give someone a pep talk. If I hear about Robert Kiyosaki or Think and Grow Rich one more time, I've read Think and Go Rich, and I think I've read it almost twice. Nothing in that book helps me do jack squat in 2023. It's cool to hear, a kick in the ass and some advice, 1 or 200 years ago. But in 2023, if you're bored on an airplane, just try to read it, or just at least read every 10 pages. But in my opinion, there's just much simpler, more up-to-date advice on how you make money now. And then when you're making money, like 10 or 20 grand a month, then go back and read Think and Grow Rich. I can make a video that says, Think, Read, and Go Poor by Corey Draper. If you just study all day and not do, you'll eventually run out of money, and then you're going to get a job you hate. And then you're really going to look in the mirror and go, ugh, and you're just going to be depressed. And then you're going to watch TV, eat ice cream all day, get diabetes, high blood pressure, and then you're going to go buy books on how to lose weight while getting poor. And it's just... did there, done that. All of us have done really crazy things. But don't get addicted too much to learning because you won't be doing, okay? But if I can provide everybody in my downline, let's say just 1 to 200 leads, what I want everyone to do is at least do 25 a day And that's why, let's just say 7 to 8 days of work. Because just because you email someone once, you don't throw that guy or girl's Gmail away. Most of the time, you've got to email the same person 5 to 7 times. They'll still get your email and delete it. The third time, they might just go, okay, I'll just go ahead and put an opt-out or just tell you. And then maybe the 6th or 7th time, you can't even believe you're emailing the same list. And all of a sudden, you got like 3 people that have come aboard. And you've been kind of blasting them an email for, I don't know, it could be 5 to 6 to 7 days or 7 years. You never know. People make a decision based a lot on, do they have time to do a business? Because a lot of people can afford, especially afford getting into LiveGood. My God, it's only $49. That is so cheap. That is amazing opportunity for one kick-ass business, I'll tell you that. So a lot of people can afford it. Now, if they can't, they might have to wait till payday. And that could be a 1 or 2 week wait. Most people get paid once or twice a week in America, and in other countries, it's probably common too. But a lot of people, and I've asked most of my downline, what made you actually just form an opinion and go, you know what, let's do it? How did it take you a week? Did you keep hearing about LiveGood on other social media platforms? Did you run into my video? Where? How long did it take you to actually join? And I would say half of the people say, no, I've got the money. I just got to convince myself that I will make the time to do it. Because if they just, buy something for $49.95, okay, they're an affiliate and they do have access to the products. And they're going to buy those products whenever they feel like they need them or they run out. Or if they work or not, it's up to them and their bodies. But it came down, I think, to a lot, not to answer for each one, but it seemed like they just thought, I can afford the $49. I like the products, but do I really have time to give it a concerted effort? Like for real? Because if I'm going to do something, you don't want to do it half-assed, but some people, they do automatically. They can't help it. You just get excited, you watch videos, kumbaya, you might even get on a live Zoom meeting, and then all of a sudden, 1 or 2 days later, your son or daughter might, I don't know, broke their elbow or something. They fell on a skateboard, and then all of a sudden the vacation plans are canceled, and a hurricane came and took out your hotel. Or I mean, there's so many things that can absolutely derail your thoughts on this new business, okay? All I can tell you is this. The products are awesome. It's very affordable to get in, okay? That's the best part. And if you do kind of, let's say take the summer off, because right now I'm producing this May, we're going into June. So let's just say you do take time off, okay? You can still, if you want to join for a year, it's only $100. And you're still locked into the company, okay? It's not like you get kicked out and we never see you again. If you accidentally don't have that time that you thought you had, come back after a couple months and you can resume just simply posting. Just, if you have to show food on Instagram, you can do that and make a post regarding LiveGood, because this is health-based and what you put in your mouth. There's a lot of food that you might be filming and putting on Facebook or Instagram that can kind of go hand in hand with promoting LiveGood, okay? There's fitness people. There's photographers looking at other people's, Facebook pages or their groups, or maybe you'll see them on Instagram. It's really not hard to see the top 100 people in LiveGood, because you just go to the leaderboard and you can kind of see they have lives and what do they do. One lady was a school teacher and she was able to retire. And then another lady, she speaks every week. I forgot her name, but she is a realtor, she says, quite often. So that's cool. I mean, realtor, that's a job that doesn't really have business hours. And I think she's a mother as well. And she makes time to do LiveGood. And if you make it fun, I think instead of taking an hour or two watching maybe a video or a movie or something, you'll start going, God, this is not really it's not a job digging a ditch or sitting there 9 to 5 with a boss you can't stand. This is a business where you can relax. I always have something to drink. It's either cranberry juice, it could be coffee. I just love to have sips, because I talk a lot doing video. So man, when I'm just sitting here relaxing and maybe learning some things, and then I'll get an idea and make a video, I really find LiveGood entertaining. So I go out of my way to make time to do this. And if I have leads, you look at them and go, God, I guess maybe I should email. Hey, this is Corey. Hey, I'm having a blast doing this business. Take a look. Thanks, man. Goodbye. I write my emails almost every day, and I try to make them like, I swear to gosh, I don't think I've ever had an email over 100 words. They're just as fast as I just said. Uh, and if somebody doesn't acknowledge, no big deal, because that lead, especially if I can provide it to you for free, but that is a person, and maybe they just get rid of that text or email, whatever you're sending them. Okay, you can always try to get a hold of them on LinkedIn, and that I don't know. I don't even really promote LinkedIn at this point. It is a very valuable social media platform, that's for sure, absolutely. But I still think it's better to take baby steps, getting a hold of someone on Facebook and email. And they also will have Gmail contact information as well. But it's really up to you on how serious you want to take LiveGood, and make it fun. Don't make it so agonizing and crazy and technical. If somebody is posting something on Instagram and it is awesome, or you admire, I don't know, maybe their fitness or their photography or something, you can always message those people and say, man, you got a great Instagram account. It's awesome. I'm in a business trying to do this and that, but I just wanted to say hello and say, yeah, you got a really cool Instagram account. And they might go, oh, what's your business? And if you want to talk about LiveGood, great. But what I mean by doing that is it just makes you reach out and not be so darn shy to at least just maybe compliment someone in the beginning. You don't have to talk about LiveGood. You can just say, hey, you got really a cool muscle car. Or, you know what? I just saw you compete in that bicycle race, and it looks like you took the top 5. I think that's really cool. And if they write you back, awesome. I don't know if you remember the lead singer of the Cars, Rick Ocasek. He passed away a couple years ago. I used to promote and try to make his son's band called Glamour Camp a thing. And this is about 1987, 88. And I was just, I know Rick passed away. I've actually written his ex-wife many times, Paulina Poroskova, supermodel. She's all over social media going through issues and being a mom and being depressed and trying to reinvent herself. But I go, I'm going to go ahead and get a hold of Christopher. And I just wrote him and I said, hey, this is Corey. I used to program K-Beer in Salt Lake City. And I was just thinking about Glamour Camp and what a cool song that was. It's called She Did It. So if you guys want to go to YouTube and put in Glamour Camp, She Did It. That's the song that I tried to make, get some traction for the 80s. It's kind of pop rock back then with the crazy hair and stuff. But Chris wrote me back. And he just goes, God, what's up, man? This and that. And he said he'd check out my radio station, Pure Rock Radio. It's just stuff like that might get you out of the shell, or maybe the embarrassment, or maybe the getting stuckness of just contacting someone with a friendly, hey, check this out, and you provide a simple link. Because I keep thinking, especially late at night, I'm like, what got me unstuck? There was a time where I'm kind of quiet, or maybe I'm not as outgoing, or maybe I just kind of clam up and don't want to be Mr. Social. But I thought one thing would be just to look at something, and if you want to just say, hey, that's really cool, you could do that just on a Facebook post. You don't have to go to the inbox where it's a little more personal. But if you never really comment just on people's Facebook pages, other than maybe grandkids or maybe your best friend did something and you tell them their lawn looks good, if they posted a picture of their lawn. But you can go on other Facebook accounts and you don't have to know anyone. And if they just bought a brand new car and they said, I worked hard, I finally saved up enough for a down payment, and I just got a brand new Malibu or something, you can just say, hey, congrats. You don't have to put any more than that. But maybe that will kind of think, God, that was kind of fun. I hope they saw my post. And they might write you back and go, thanks, I'm so excited. And right there you go, man, that was kind of painless and that was kind of cool. And I'm still kind of antisocial. I'm still in my apartment or house and maybe just, not really going out there being outgoing, but maybe you can get a little bit of outgoingness with this, just a little bit of typing or maybe that little text. I think we all have heard of the cell phone, haven't we? Hey, that's a cool car. Congrats. Send. And then, maybe after a day or two, or maybe it'll take you a week, maybe it'll take you months. But then all you got to do is just go to a message that says, hey, this seems to be working. Check this out. And all of a sudden you send it and someone might check that thing out, which is basically most of the time a 6-minute video of our CEO, Ben, just talking about the opportunity. Let him talk about it. Let him talk about the comp plan and the payments and how it's set up and what his goals are. Let him do the whole 6-minute spiel, I like to call it. And all you got to do is just be cool. Just be cool like that. Find people that are interesting, that get your interest, and send them a nice little message. Do them a favor, because if I send you leads that are targeted, I've already done the research for you. I know they're in the health or wealth or fitness or in an MLM similar to LiveGood. I'm not going to send you to a carpet cleaning business trying to sell them maybe an opportunity like LiveGood. It just don't make sense. It's a waste of time. So anyway, give me a day or two. I just, I'm sitting here, I'm producing some other videos right now. And I just want to keep throwing out there that if you guys do sign up with me, and if you're looking into the LiveGood thing, there's a link right under the video. And I'm just thinking at this point, I can just contact all of my downline. And I've got probably 30,000 contacts right now. And I thought, I can't contact all these people. If I just keep them all, I'm nothing more than that asshole that's in traditional MLM. What's the golden rule? He with the gold rules. So if everyone has all these riches and all these downlines, but then they don't know how to duplicate, sure, you're okay for a month or two. But like I said, the other day I looked at the leaderboard. The leaderboard bottom 50 have only moved 15 signups. And I'm going on 3 months of watching it. Man, that's not very good. That's not even one person a week gives a rat's ass. And they're on the leaderboard. So right now, that means that there's a lot of stalling. That means there's a lot of not growing. That growth is nope. That water ran out. That the vitamins and nutrients. Remember Miracle Grow? You'd put a little drop of that bottled stuff in plants and maybe it would help it. I don't know if that revive, but I think there's a lot of people on the leaderboard. They're absolutely stuck. And how would I know this? Well, the leaderboard, their numbers haven't even went up. I think when I looked at the bottom 50, the bottom 25 have only went up 5 to 10 signups. Okay. There's a lot of stuck. Okay. And right now you've got to go reach out and you've got to find people to present this opportunity to. You can be as attractive or use attractive campaigns or use attracting marketing techniques all you want. But if they don't work and if you don't know how to do it, then maybe just some really good contacts that you can just do a simple email to or maybe a simple post to. And it's not that hard. You guys can do it. I'll even do maybe my next video. I'll just do like 5. I'll do 5 of them live and I'll show you how easy it is. And there's plenty of techniques on emails and whatnot. So anyway, thanks for watching my video. I just kind of like to do random thought videos, and this is another one of those. So, all right, if you're interested, just click the link below. You guys take care. We'll see you next video.